God bless you again, global Christian friends in America and the American government. Verse 20, chapter 5, John. For the Father loveth the Son, and showeth him all things that himself doeth. And he will show him greater works than these, that ye may marvel. For as the Father raiseth up the dead, and quickeneth whom them, even so the Son quickeneth whom he will. Think about that statement. Judge of the quick and the dead, Apostle Peter. Verse 22, for the Father judgeth no man, but hath committed all judgment to the Son. That's the way it is. That's the way it planned it. That's beyond things of this world. Verse 23, that all men should honor the Son, even as they honor the Father. Watch this. He that honoreth not the Son, honoreth not the Father, which hath sent the Son. Think about that statement. Verily, verily, verse 24, pay attention here. I say unto you, he that heareth my word, and believeth on him that sent me, watch this, hath everlasting life. Think about that statement and put that word within your vernacular, put it within your soul. And everyone out there say that hear and understand, I have everlasting life. Repeat that. I have everlasting life. All right. And nobody said, not should not, but shall not come into condemnation. But like in John 8:51, is passed from death unto life. John 8:51 said, you shall not see death. All right? And you need to understand these teachings of Jesus clearly. If you intend to go to church every Sunday and Wednesday and whenever you go and you say you love him, but you don't understand him. You don't understand what the preacher preached and tell you about him. There's nothing that you can say that he tells you about himself and you. It's kind of like when Jesus said, Father, glorify thy name, that thy Son may also glorify thee. The Bible says immediately there was a response. Immediately from heaven. That's the fellowship. That's the relationship that he had with the Father, which you need to have with him. All right? You know, it's like we said earlier, they in the upper room praying, Lord, 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 deliver Peter, deliver Peter, deliver Peter, deliver Peter from Herod. Bring him out of prison. God said, okay, I'll send an angel. Sent the angel. Angel did the work. Told Peter, gird on thy clothes, thy sandals, and follow me. Among 4 quarters of soldiers, outside, inside, all around, chain on, chain fall off, walking through wall, walking through gate, iron gates opening by themselves, coming into the middle of the city, vanishing, sending Peter onto the upper room. He knocked at the door. They're praying, deliver him, deliver him. Sent outside knocking. Rhoda said, he's there. They don't believe it. God answered their prayer and they still don't believe it. You know, that's a bad state to be in. God answers your prayer that you're praying for, and you leave the answer knocking at the door, standing on the outside. Bad state to be in. You need to know God. You need to know when your prayers are answered. What happened to Cornelius? Cornelius, thy prayers have been answered. All right? You know, you're praying. What are you praying for? Don't pray amiss. All right? And let the Lord show you things like you ought to show you things. Verily, verily, verse 25, I say unto you, the hour is coming, now is when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of God. And guess what? They that hear shall live. Think about that statement. they that hear shall live. For as the Father hath life in himself, so hath he given to the Son to have life in himself. Who said, because I live, ye shall live also. Y'all understand these things? Verse 27, 5:27. And have given him, watch this, authority to execute judgment. Also, because he is the Son of Man. Now, marvel not at this in verse 28. For the hour is coming in which all that are in the graves shall hear his voice. How come? Because in Acts 3:15, he is called the Prince of Life. All right? Acts 3:15, he's called the Prince of Life. So it don't matter who you are, how dead you are. You can't get too dead to be that you can't be resurrected. All right? You cannot be so dead. Look, I don't mean no harm, but he called up, one of the prophets called an iron to float back to the surface. The axe head of the iron, he called it float back to the surface. Jesus called Lazarus out of his grave, raised from the dead. There's nothing strange about that. You need to understand that he is the key of life and death. He is the Prince of Life. She'll hear his voice. And, verse 29, shall come forth. And shall come forth. Think about that statement. Same two words he used for Lazarus in 11:43. Lazarus, come forth. The same two words, come forth. Everybody out there say, come forth. Come forth. All right? Now, but here, look how they come forth. They that have done good shall come forth unto the resurrection of life, while they that have done evil shall come forth unto the resurrection of damnation. Think about that statement. Think about that statement. What are you going to be resurrected for? The resurrection of life or for damnation? You better hope it's the resurrection of life. All right? If you're going to be raptured, if you're going to Aliyah, go up with the Lord. All right. Verse 30, I can of mine own self do nothing. As I hear, I judge. And my judgment is true. Deuteronomy 16 and 20. You need to know Deuteronomy 16 and 20 there. And we will come back to this same statement. Again, global Christian friend, God bless you, the American people and government.